and the NFL Foundation for your continued support in improving sports safety across the state. And going along with that, a great article by Bruce Cooper this weekend on our very own Lance Michael, who has been a sports trainer here at Hamilton for over 20 years and does a fantastic job leading that program. Tonight's game against Chandler will replay in its entirety on Cox Communications Channel 4 in Phoenix and Channel 7 in Tucson. Set your DVR for Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and again at Saturday at 4 p.m. Your View celebrating 40 years of high school football in the Valley. The Hamilton Gridiron Club would like to give a special thank you to meal sponsors. The freshman meal provided this week by Costa Vida, the junior varsity meal provided by West Alley Barbecue, and the varsity meals have been provided this year by the Ginger Monkey, providing all varsity home game meals as well as home game pregame fan gatherings. Please make a point to stop in and thank these wonderful meal sponsors for taking such great care of our Hamilton athletes. Follow and like them on social media. Other meal sponsors throughout the year to support: Barro's Pizza, Blue 32, Coach Pitt Barbecue, Cogburns, Florentino's, Hungry Monk, Jersey Mike's, Manuel's, Nando's, Texas Roadhouse, West Alley, and Zesty Zeets. Gridiron Club would like to thank our sponsors: a champion sponsor, Metro Phoenix Bank; touchdown sponsors, Brycor Builders, Fine Frock Law, the Kind Family, Precision Installation; field goal sponsors, the Commit Agency, the Devereaux 2 Foundation, the Ginger Monkey, Grant Chiropractic and Serenity Healthcare, Pure Energy Solar Solutions, and Western Tree Company. teams to enter tonight for this big game, this nationally recognized game, we would like to welcome everybody to Hamilton High School and Jerry Loper Stadium. As member schools of the Arizona Interscholastic Association, we'd like to remind you the objectives of educational-based athletics. We appreciate your recognition of the values being taught at this educational event. All week, Hamilton and Chandler were both competing for donations for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We will be finding out between the third and fourth quarter which school donated the most amount of money to our Make-A-Wish cause this year. I know the principals have a little side bet on it, having to wear the opponent's shirt, so it's a big thing between the third and fourth quarter. Thank you all the students for helping raise money for Make-A-Wish this week in support of this game and in support of those in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. As we're waiting for the teams to enter the field, I'll acknowledge the officials tonight who will be meeting the captains in midfield shortly. Back judge Jeremy Joels, side judge BJ Fulton, field judge Max Heckel, line judge Guy Giordano, head linesman James Sims, umpire Bob Bertinagli, and referee Jeff Bell. And we'd like to welcome onto the field from down Arizona Avenue, the Chandler High School Wolves with their head coach Rick Garrettson. They're coming in with a record of 9 wins and no losses, coming off a 10-7 victory over Highland. Welcome Chandler High, all their fans and supporters, to Jerry Loper Stadium.
Yeah, but he's coming. Yeah, that's how
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand to remove your caps. Before the junior ROTC comes on the field with the colors, we would like to provide a moment of silence for Charles Gonzalez. Charles was a longtime CUSD employee and Chandler High School graduate who spent years at Hamilton High School as security. Charlie worked many extracurricular events and was always a positive influence. Peace to Charlie's family and friends. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the nation's colors and a salute to our veterans by Hamilton's Air Force Junior ROTC Honor Guard. At the north end zone, you will notice a lone seat placed for our prisoners of war and those missing in action from all branches of service and from all wars.
13 going in off the ball and stuff like that.
They are not with us tonight, but save for their hope return. Let us remember their absence. Captains are ready to meet at midfield. For the Huskies, we've got Deuce Davis, number 6, number 78, Grayson Stovall of Tux Tanks, and number 13, Christian Anaya. For the Chandler Wolves, Kion Grays, number 6, Frankie Morales, 13, Blaine Hippa, and number 92, Noah Sinai. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to have as our honorary captains for tonight's game, representing the United States Marine Corps, Sergeant Harris and Sergeant Hunley will execute tonight's coin toss as our special guests this Veterans Day week. Hamilton wins the flip. Hamilton's decided to receive. The Chandler Wolves will defend the north end zone. And we're minutes away from this Battle of Arizona Avenue, coming in their 24th year. Number 45, Parker Orr, kicking off for the Wolves. Back for the Huskies, number 11, Jackson Haynes. And 28, Nick Switzer. And here's what we've been waiting all week for. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the state are renewing their rivalry. Jackson Haynes, tackled by 45 Parker Orr. The kicker gets down there. And the Huskies will be starting their first possession at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Switzer starting a running back for the Huskies, takes it 3 yards on 1st down. He's tackled by Isaiah Johnson of the Wolves. Nico Markiel out to Jackson Haynes, tackled by Alfred Smith. 3rd down 2 for the Huskies. False start against the Huskies will move it back 5, 3rd and 7. He's tackled by Frankie Morales. Chalowski coming on the field to punt for the Huskies. picks up the first down for the Wolves. Tackled by Gant and Haggard. First down Wolves at the 41-yard line. In a tailback, Velasquez. T. Brown on the tackle, junior offensive outside linebacker. Pick up the 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Goes incomplete. 3rd down, 7. 56 yards to Grays. Point is good. And the Wolves are the first on the scoreboard with 8:38 left in this first quarter. The girls volleyball team defeated Xavier Thursday night 3-1 in the state semifinals to advance to the championship game on Saturday. They will face the #1 and undefeated Sandra Day O'Connor in the finals at 7 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Please come out and support the Huskies as they try to win back-to-back state championships. Good luck to Coach Vanis and the Hamilton volleyball team. And again, 7 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Saturday night championship. The Hamilton Husky Pride Marching Band is hosting the ABODA State Semifinal Marching Band here in Hamilton Saturday, November 6th.
What are you doing on Wednesday? You outside and get your beats tonight, dude. What are you doing? Let's go. Sims with the tackle.
Jackson Haynes with the return. Huskies starting their second possession of the night. Swift taken down behind the line of scrimmage by 52, Washington of the Wolves. Markiel slings it out to Trey Spivey. Travis Roberts on the tackle. A third down and 5 for the Huskies. Markiel to Spivey. Looks like he picks up the first down. Trey Spivey gets it to the 29-yard line. First down Huskies. To Christian Anaya, Blaine Morning on the tackle. Switzer goes into the line. He's tackled by one of the captains of the Wolves, Frankie Morales. No gain on the play.
Tell him the back's wide. Back's wide. The back's really wide. Back's wide. Back is wide. Oh, wait.
Markiel picks up the first down. Jacob Holmes on the tackle. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Markiel keeps it himself, brings it out of the 45-yard line. Elmore on the tackle.
10 personnel, 10 personnel.
Pass intended for Logan Cry. Devin Dunn on the coverage.
He signaled to number one. Is this Trey? Here comes Smith. Let's go, baby.
Pass intended for Haynes. Playing Morning on the coverage.
Trey's gonna stop. Smitty's got to move his feet when he's pressing. Russ there. Eric saying Smitty's got to move his feet.
Yeah.
The number one stacker.
On set. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. So offended that I had.
Yeah, last one, he stacked it.
I'ma always take the money over. That's why they need me out.
40-yard punt by Chalowski is no return. Chandler Wolves will be starting their second offensive possession. Against the Wolves, backs it up 5. Jeremiah Moore with the carry, Joel Gant with the tackle. First down, Wolves.
Yeah, no help. What was the score? Yeah, it's true.
Get him out, Colin.
Velasquez on the carry. 18 Tay Brown and 6 Deuce Davis II on the tackle. Short gain for the Wolves. Call it 2nd and 9. Fumble on the play. Pippa, he's brought down by Davis. Deuce Davis, be credited with the sack on the play. Husky defense. Sacks by Dawson Hubbard and Deuce Davis. Returns it to the 40. There is a late flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wolves will put it 15 yards closer. Huskies start with good field position, first and 10 at left in the first quarter of this Battle of Arizona Avenue. We're all tied up 7-7. 50 yards. Parker Ward's extra point is good with 1:48 left. Chandler Wills 14, Hamilton Huskies 7. During the first and second quarter, the school that does the most chin-ups determines tonight's winner. Be sure to get in on the chin-up challenge for your school. We'll be announcing the winning school between the third and fourth quarter. Also between the third and fourth quarter, we'll be announcing the Make-A-Wish competition that the students of Chandler and Hamilton had to support the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Logan Cry and Jackson Haynes deep to receive.
Oh, he's in!
Logan Cry takes it to the goal line, brings it out to the 20-yard line. He's tackled by 29 Brooks of the Chandler Wolves. Takes it on the right side. Mourning with the tackle. Markiel picks up 10 on the carry, just enough for a first down. Huskies right at the 30. Markiel's pass goes incomplete. Between the first and second quarter tonight, we will be honoring the Hamilton High School boys golf team. Nick Switzer tackled by Isaiah Johnson and Amar Elmore. Short gain on the play. tripped up by 92, Noah Sinai, one of the captains of the Wolves. 4th down for the Huskies as this quarter comes to an end. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to honor the Hamilton High School boys golf team who won the Division I State Golf Championship last week in the Omni National Golf Resort in Tucson. It was the team's 3rd straight and 9th overall state championship. This year, the team dominated the field, finishing 27 strokes ahead of second place Brophy. The team shot an incredible 35 under par for the 36-hole event, a state record. All 5 Hamilton players finished in the top 10, and all finished on the all-state team. Hamilton High School sophomore Vincent Cervantes shot a 68-66, 12 under to win the individual title. Big congratulations to the entire 2021 Hamilton golf team with their 9th state championship. Rounding out the rest of the field was Anwin Pickletong, who is All-State, Mahant Chiravori, who is also All-State, Wyatt Chapman, All-State, and Nick Lippy, All-State. Other members of the boys golf team, Kush Shaw, Cade Clark, Rio Ito, Shrey Patel, Nico Buck, and Rowan Singh. Congratulations, Coach Canner and the boys golf team for representing Hamilton High. Yard punt by Rock Chalowski, who's also the shortstop of the Hamilton High School baseball team. Is on the carry. 45 Grant DeGraffenried on the tackle for the Huskies after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Tay Brown for the 3rd sack tonight for the Huskies. Loss of 5 on the play. completed to Coleman. 17, Alex McLaughlin on the tackle, another Hamilton High School baseball player. And the Huskies defense goes 3 and out. Blaine Hippa, the quarterback of the Wolves, also punting for them.
David, you see Anderson has to go with you. 6
Timeout, Chandler. That's their first of the first half.
That's not even a. This isn't even a fan. It's a slide.
We never practice.
Never gets his eyes to the outside for the slide.
They gotta stop this.
Don't forget tonight's game against Chandler will replay it in its entirety on Cox Communications YourView, Channel 4 in Phoenix, and Channel 7 in Tucson. Set your DVR for Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and again Saturday at 4. YourView celebrating 40 years of high school football in the Valley. Will be starting in the Chandler end, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looks like 81's in the huddle. Yep, he's out. Yes. No, he's out. He's out. He's out. 10 personnel.
Screen pass goes incomplete. First down for the Huskies. Fry gets it down to the 36-yard line, gain of 13. Picks up a couple on the scramble. Number 9, Isaiah Johnson on the tackle for the Wolves. Throws a stiff arm out. Alfred Smith makes the tackle. Close to the first down marker. It looks like it's a little short. Looks like 3rd and less than 1 for Hamilton. Fry takes a spin, picks up the first down behind Tuck's tank. That'll move the markers 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Motion against the Huskies will back it up 5 yards. Encroachment against the Wolves. 5 yards back, now 5 yards forward, back to 1st and 10. Markiel runs into 29, Brooks of the Wolves.
Hey, you guys are calling a terrible game. You're calling a terrible game. Call better play. Terrible play call. You got one guy you're throwing it to. Try another receiver.
Timeout Hamilton, their first of the first half. Again, congratulations to the girls volleyball team and Coach Vanis as they defeated Xavier Thursday night in the state semis. They are trying to repeat as state champions, and that will be 7 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Coliseum Saturday night. Come out and support the Huskies.
What's up? How you doing, bro? You enjoy your time off? Exactly, man. What was it? Yes, sir, for sure.
Jeff, are you Jeff? Jeff, who's Jeff? Jeff?
No, he has a little.
Casey?
Jeff or Casey? Oh, Casey.
Can you widen out the end zone a little bit so we can get everybody in the picture?
complete. There is a flag on the play. Pass interference against the Wolves. Second and 2 for the Huskies. Takes it in from 13 yards out. With the extra point to tie it up with 5:16 left. It's been a well-played game. I think we all expected to see out of the two top programs in the state. Tonight's battle between Hamilton and Chandler has been designated as one of the over 100 feature games in the nationwide 2021 Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Marines. Game selection for the series is based on history, tradition, great football, and awesome fans. And we're seeing that here tonight. We wish to thank the Marines and Brainbox for selecting tonight's contest as part of the 2021 Great American Rivalry Series. Slayton on the tackle. Ball's grabbed to the 2-yard line, taken out to the 36.
Ace Brown,
fourth sack tonight for the Husky defense. Third down and 16 at a 10-yard loss on the sack. Fourth down for the Wolves. Christian and Nia deep to receive. Blaine Hippa to punt.
He's not looking for the ball. Oh, that's
30-yard punt by Hippa goes out of bounds. No return on the play. With 3:53 left, both teams with 2 timeouts.
Come on, dude. He's got an outside, late outside blitz. He's in the half.
First and 10 Huskies at the 42-yard line.
Oh, is that ball? Radio back on the ground. If I need the ball.
33 on the tackle, Jacob Holmes. He grabs Logan Cry after a short gain. Call it 2nd and 9.
Big route. Backs on the other side, though. Got him.
Markiel sacked by number 10, Elmore, with 52, Washington helping out. Sack for the Chandler defense. 3rd and 13 for the Huskies. To number 4, Quinton Ross. Ross with a big 50-plus yard touchdown catch a couple weeks ago. Third down conversion puts the Huskies 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of the Wolves. Screen pass to Logan Cry is broken up by 92, Noah Sinai. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. He's caught by number 10, Elmore. Lamar Elmore makes a tackle after a gain of 4. Third down, 6. Approaching a minute left in this well-played first half here at Jerry Loper Stadium. Sunis goes incomplete. 41 seconds left. Chalowski's coming on to punt for the Huskies. Both teams with 2 timeouts still.
Keep Blaine out there. I don't care about a return. Oh, God, keep Blaine out there. Shit. Alert fade. Alert fade. There you go. There you go. Holy shit.
Chalowski goes to the coffin corner. Looks like it's marked out at the 1 or 2 yard line. Big special teams by the Huskies tonight. 30 seconds left with 2 timeouts for both teams. Hubbard on the tackle. It looks like that was the last play of this first half in this well-played game at the Battle of Arizona Avenue. Chandler Wolves 14, Hamilton Huskies 14. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your award-winning Hamilton High School Husky Pride Marching Band. Over the last 2 months, the Husky Pride has been competing against some of the largest bands in the state, where they have won second place at the Dobson High School Marching Invitational with Best Caption Awards for music, visual, and percussion performances. First place at the Higley High School Invitational with awards for Best Music, Visual, and Percussion Performance. First place at the Pinnacle High School Invitational with awards for Best Music, Visual, Percussion, and General Effect and Auxiliary. And this past weekend, the Husky Pride scored the highest score in the history of Hamilton High School as one of the top 10 marching bands in the state of Arizona. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, they will compete to be the Arizona Marching Band Association State Champion Marching Band at Campo Verde High School, performing their 2021 competition show, Moments of Joy. This is the Husky Pride Marching Band. Drum majors, Edie Krieger and Jack Cristofano. Is your band ready?
Joy. Joy makes us smile, laugh, and feel happy. Just want to jump up and down. Things that bring us joy change at different moments in your life. As a child, catching snowflakes on your toe or building a snowman. As a teenager, the moment you fall in love for the first time, and so do they. You can be filled with so much joy and just have to dance. Welcome to our Moments of Joy.
Husky Pride Marching Band, you may begin your performance.
Joy is waking up to a rainy spring morning. Joy is a choice of life.
My joy is enjoying the moment with friends and family.
My joy is expressing myself through music.
Joy means recognizing how good things really are.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Husky Pride Marching Band. You can see them tomorrow afternoon at 4:15 at Campo Verde High School. The Husky Pride is directed by Mr. J. Allen Brown and Assistant Director Charlie Baker. Marching band staff include Jason and Kim Poole, Brian Murphy, Kayla Morgan, Jacob Bosikovic, Jacob Gardner, Will Vogus, and Brandon Cole Morgan. Our students of the week is the senior class of 2022. Congratulations, gang, and thank you for your leadership. As always, we want to thank the Hamilton High School administration and our outstanding band parents and boosters. Thank you also to our sponsors, Collaboratech Solutions, and our prop masters, Steve and Nanette Lemons, Barro's Pizza, Costa Vida Fresh Mexican Grill, and Dr. Spencer Neiman, and Foot and Ankle Clinics of Arizona. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for always being a supportive audience. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening. Scoring update from the first half, the Wolves got on the board first as Hippa found Grays from 56 yards out. The extra point by Parker Orr was good, and Wolves led 7-0. With 2:06 left in the first quarter, Nico Markiel hit Christian Anaya from 5 yards out. Swink with the extra point, and we were tied at 7. On the next play from scrimmage, Hippa with another long pass, this time to Adams from 50 yards, gave the Wolves a 14-7 lead. And then the last score of the first half was with 5:16 left in the first half. Logan Cry with a 14-yard run. And that, after the extra point, that's where we stand right now. Chandler Wolves 14, Hamilton Huskies 14 in this Battle of Arizona Avenue. Club would like to give a big shout out and thank you to photographer Heather Hackett of HeatherHackettCreates.com for shooting game and events all season and offering free downloads of her game photography. She also does portrait specialties for children, family, and high school seniors. HeatherHackettCreates.com does just a wonderful job at Hamilton and providing pictures for the athletes and their families. We also want to thank our amazing varsity cheer squad, Palmline, and our state champion marching band for their support of Hamilton football. Also want to thank AMM Sports Photography and Tanya Johnson for freshman games and also giving free downloads. Chair with the return. He's hit first by Alex McLaughlin of the special teams. Another nice return for the Wolves as they are going to start 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 42.
Leon Gray's over here. Are we serious? What are we doing? He's fucking dancing around.
Goes incomplete.
Let's go, D, get there. Let's go, David!
Flag on the play, the pitch is to Adams. He takes it around the right side. Dawson Hubbard on the tackle. Illegal procedure is the penalty against the Wolves. Be a 5-yard penalty. And second down at 15. Monte Brown for the Husky defense. Not sure who got to him first. We'll give him a half a sack apiece. Finds number 5, Mason Coleman. Well short of the first down. Anaya comes in to receive. Pippa again doing the punting duties alongside the quarterback duties. Ball grabbed by number 39, Sammy Hunter. A 40-yard punt with no return. And the Huskies will have their first possession of this second half. Picks up 7, second down and 3. Pass intended for Jackson Haynes goes incomplete, out of bounds. backs of the Wolves. A lot of Wolves getting back in there. Of the sack, 2nd and 16.
Double.
Gets into midfield, 1st and 10 Huskies. Nice blocking by Tuck's Tanks. It's the 3rd quarter, so we'll be giving them their credit. Again, a push up the middle. Fry picks up 3 or 4 on the carry. Four yards on the carry behind Tuck's Tanks, 2nd and 6. To Anaya.
First down.
Anaya spins for the 1st down. 1st and 10 Huskies at the 40. Intended for Preston Slayton. Alfred Smith on the coverage for the Wolves. 2nd and 10. Goes incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Dig in, right now. Nico, come in.
But he's like, that's something like that. It's slow. That was so fast.
Come back or something like that.
Nick Switzer in the game at running back. Amar Elmore with the tackle. Tackle for loss. 4th and 11, Chalowski comes in to punt for the Huskies.
Yeah, we have to get.
46-yard punt by Chalowski goes into the end zone. We'll bring the ball out to the 20 where the Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Between the 3rd and 4th quarter today, we'll be announcing how much money the 2 student bodies were able to generate this week for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Also, we have the results of the Chin-Up Championship between the 2 schools. Again, we'll announce those between the 3rd and 4th quarter. To number 22, Haskell. Deuce Davis in on the tackle, along with Genesis Smith, free safety. Tackle for a loss of 4. 2nd down, 14. Incomplete as Deuce Davis is putting pressure on Pippa. Catches hit this pass, battles towards the 1st down marker. Waiting for the official decision. 1st down, Wolves, just at the 30-yard line. Deuce Davis has a flag on the play. Personal foul against the Huskies.
Shoulder pads, ref! You fucking moron! What's that?
First and 5 at the 35-yard line. Not an automatic first down.
Trying to see if it's an automatic first down.
It is a first down. Don't they move the sticks?
No, well, they're saying if it's from the spot of it, they're seeing if it's a spot foul, automatic move the change.
I thought they moved the chains though.
I don't think so. Not on personal foul.
Velasquez on the carry, Trey Tate on the tackle. Velasquez picks up 11, first and 10, Wolves, 46-yard line. Or Deuce Davis, right in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Coverage by number 5, Joel Gant. That's the way he hit the pass intended for Graves. On the right sideline, Wolves in Husky territory, first and 10. Handoff to Adams, excuse me. Russell Davis or Deuce Davis on the tackle. The rivalry series is going to be announcing an MVP for today's game. I know who I've got to vote in on. K. Brown runs Pippa out of bounds. Nice pressure by the defensive line of the Huskies. Another big third down play. Let's hear for that Husky defense. Big third down play.
Listen, let's go straight left. Gator switch, Z under.
That was incredible.
Hey, tell the back to protect the rim, don't go out. You can river it.
Knee touches the ground. It's going to be 4th, and it looks like 6 yards for the Chandler Wolves at the 36-yard line. This may be a big decision for the Chandler Wolves on 4th down. On 4th and 7, it looks like the Wolves are going for it. The Wolves call their second time out of this second half. Here comes a 4th down play. 1:13 left in this third quarter. Big 4th down play. Cooper LeDuc in the coverage, and the Huskies defense holds.
Oh, that's a false start.
Christian Anaya takes it around the end. He gets to midfield. Gain of 14 on the play. Pushed out by Alfred Smith. 11-yard carry. Blaine Morning on the tackle. With his second run of this drive, he gets it right to the first down marker. Looks like they're giving him the first down, 11-yard carry. As this third quarter is starting to tick to an end, and that is the end of the third quarter. So this game tonight has been called one of the top 100 rivalry games in the United States. Based on our history, tradition, great football, and awesome fans, and we had a little competition between the student bodies. So to start out with, after totaling the total chin-ups from each school, the winner of the 2021 Rivalry Series Marines Chin-Up Challenge is the Hamilton Huskies. Receiving the award from the Marines will be the Hamilton Husky cheerleaders. It was a close battle all night with great efforts from both sides. Give yourselves a round of applause. And the Hamilton and Chandler student bodies have been competing this week for donations for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish grants life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. The final donation results were $3,360, with Chandler winning this competition. Thank you to all the students that participated in this. Thank you to Chandler and Hamilton for supporting this great cause. Hamilton student government will now present a check for the donations. $3,360. Thank you, Husky and Wolves students, for your participation in the Make-A-Wish Challenge. And Mr. Delatorre is now going to have to wear a Chandler High shirt, but his son did go to Chandler High. Mr. Franklin would have had to have worn a Hamilton shirt, but he is a graduate of Hamilton. Fooled us up to here, kept it himself, brings it up the middle. Calling it first down, first and not goal to go, just outside the 10-yard line. Huskies could pick up a first down. Morales on the tackle. Brooks on the tackle for the Wolves. Remember, the Huskies can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown.
Come on, Darren.
We're going to call it third and a long one. Picked up by number 10, Amar Elmore.
Let's go, baby.
Wolves will have it first and 10 of the 16th. Taken down by Haggard. Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 6.
I want Keon over here.
Is complete. Nice hustle by Grant DeGraffenried. He comes back and makes the tackle. First and 10 Wolves at the 40. Joel Gant on the coverage of Grays. Pass goes incomplete.
Why not put a station over every play? Yes.
Prince has been good on all 3 of his extra points tonight. Once the ball gets in crosses the goal line, it's automatic touchback in high school sports. High school football, so the Wolves will start 1st and 10 at the 20. Completion, 1st and 10 Chandler. Graves on the catch. Joel Gant and Timothy Waddell on the tackle. Second and 2 Wolves. Coleman with the catch, Trey Tate on the tackle. 1st down Wolves, 1st and 10. Wolves on their own 47-yard line. DeGraff and Reed there to slow down Hippa. Timothy Waddell makes the tackle. Hippa picks up 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. Pass complete to number 21 of the Wolves. Trey Tate on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Wolves. Graves with a catch from Hippa. Joel Gant on the tackle. Trey Tate with the tackle.
Go now. Come on, Keon. Let's do it.
Second 5 for the Chandler Wolves. Most Valuable Player Award. Third down, 16 Wolves. Timothy Waddell gets in on the sacks for the Huskies. So they're going to move them. That's a first down for the Huskies. Hamilton played power football tonight. Center number 54, Griffin Stallford, William Rawls, Jonathan Lozano, Daniel Rea, Leighton Firestone, and the captain of the Huskies and senior offensive lineman Grayson Stovall. Tux Tanks. No play on the game. Tux Tanks, named after their head coach, Mark Tucker, who has been at Hamilton High for 24 years since our opening. Formation. Fans, the 2021 Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Marine will be honoring tonight's Most Valuable Player award from the winning team after the game.